You guys stop.
What happens when respect turns to revenge and boxing legends clash outside the ring? This isn't just a rivalry, it's war. After Canelo Alvarez dropped Terence "Bud" Crawford with a single cold punch on camera, fans thought it was finished. But it's only just begun. Terence Crawford is finally speaking from his hospital bed, bruised, stitched up, and burning with fire. And according to Bud, this isn't business anymore. It's personal. You're witnessing the start of the most dangerous rivalry boxing has seen in years.
Got a small brother in this fight. Crawford looks like a physical threat to Canelo. If we're looking at it 1-to-1, this is a dangerous fight. I'm telling you all, we can't deny that there is a more level ground when we look at them face to face now, with the physical aspect of this fight being the most dominant aspect of why people feel Canelo would win. I'm saying that now we have to reevaluate this. It's not as far off as we may believe.
Let's get into it. Rewind to just 3 days ago when chaos broke out backstage at a charity event in Las Vegas. It was meant to be a calm affair. Canelo was there for PR, Bud was passing through with his entourage. But the moment their eyes met, everything changed.
Is there anything that scares you, Canelo Alvarez? What frightens you?
Nothing about boxing.
No.
This is what I love.
Yeah.
So.
No gloves, no security fast enough, just one man, Canelo Alvarez, unleashing years of tension with a single clean right hand to Crawford's jaw. Cameras caught it. TMZ posted it. Within minutes, social media exploded.
Things are being thrown. There's no room for this in the sport. There's no room for the Davis brothers to be in the building tonight. The police escorted them out. You saw.
And Crawford was out cold, carried away by his team. The pound-for-pound king, hospitalized by a punch that didn't even happen inside a ring. But here's the thing, this wasn't some random outburst. Canelo snapped for a reason. The disrespect had been piling up for months. Bud kept calling him out, accusing him of ducking, saying Canelo only fights smaller opponents and avoids real challenges. Then came that viral moment where Crawford claimed he'd destroy Canelo in a street fight.
You and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it on the streets. I'm me against anybody. I ain't never gonna say another man gonna whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing, the beautiful sport of boxing. So that's different, way different than the streets.
Those words hit different when you're talking about a 4-division world champion like Canelo, who's been carrying boxing on his back since Mayweather stepped away. So when they crossed paths backstage, Canelo didn't hold back.
Like him anymore because he say, I'm not gonna do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turkey Al-Ashi told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to like he walking me back, and that's why I pushed him. And like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be almost the same.
Live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
And now, from his hospital bed, Crawford is making it clear, this isn't a friendly beef anymore. It's personal. He's going to regret putting his hands on me, Bud said. Sources close to him confirm the punch left him with a fractured orbital bone, a mild concussion, and major swelling. But even with a busted face, Crawford hasn't lost a shred of confidence. He told reporters, he caught me off guard. But I'm still me. Now, a different version of Bud is awake, the one that doesn't forget. This isn't about hype, money, or ticket sales. It's about revenge, legacy, and blood. And with Canelo staying silent since the punch, Crawford's voice is the one driving the headlines.
When you say, I want Canelo, is there anybody in the camp that would say, you're not ready for this?
That's a big boy. He's strong. That's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass. Like
yes,
that.
man type stuff.
I'm not worried about Canelo. I'm not thinking about Canelo. I'm just focused on Israel Masvidal.
In a small way, is this a stepping stone to your dream fight?
I don't look at fights as stepping stones. It's about now.
Here's what people forget, this beef has been simmering for years. Back in 2021, Bud publicly claimed that Canelo was ducking black fighters. The comment went viral, and Canelo didn't take it lightly. He responded at the time, I fight who's in front of me. I'm not afraid of anyone. But let's be real, that tension never disappeared.
The only fighter in boxing that I will say is not ducking anyone in terms of weight, class, title, and most importantly, race. I'm not buying that for Canelo. No, I don't agree with it.
Yo, my dude, I gotta give you. This is a commendable moment, my dude.
No,
I gotta give you your props because I was almost sure that you was gonna be on the other side of the fence talking about Canelo Alvarez is absolutely avoiding some very slick and skillful black fighters. Now, with that being said, I do think he's being strategic, and I do think there are some fighters who are so skillful, but they don't bring the bag the way they need to.
Yes.
So I think it's more so risk reward.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about like I can't beat this guy. It's more so like if I do fight this guy, what am I really gaining?
That's fact.
So I'm right there with you. I don't think it has to do with black fighters per se. I think he's just being strategic in the people that he's picking, just like you.
Then Crawford kept rising, undefeated, dominating Spence, silencing all doubters. Meanwhile, Canelo faced criticism for taking on softer opponents, and fans were calling for a super fight between him and Bud. But Canelo kept brushing it off, saying Crawford was too small. Still, deep down, that punch said it all, he felt threatened. He needed to remind the world this is still his era.
So even though you see a small fighter, when you look in his eyes, do you see a fighter that could possibly beat you?
No, never. Never.
Of course, this is boxing, so naturally, some are saying it was staged. That the punch was fake. Just another Paul Tyson-style stunt to hype up pay-per-view sales.
True that you made $170 million from this fight?
I made a lot of money, the most money I've made ever.
60 million households, Jake.
250 million people.
Bro, that is so
It's all downhill
crazy.
from here.
No, for sure.
But here's the difference, this isn't an exhibition. This isn't fighting for fun. This is a legacy-defining war. And Canelo doesn't do play fighting. If that punch was staged, both men deserve Oscars. But from the reaction, the way security scrambled, the fury on Canelo's face, yeah, this was real.
But what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference?
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
All right, thank you.
The tension is sky high. Canelo's clearly on a mission to prove he's still the face of boxing. But lately, he's been moving different. This isn't the calm, calculated Canelo we've known. He's emotional, swinging at airports, losing his cool in public. That's not the mindset of a composed champion, that's desperation creeping in. Meanwhile, Crawford is standing tall. He's got nothing to lose. If he wins, he becomes a legend overnight. If he loses, he dared to be great. No shame in that.
And of course, look, you've accomplished everything. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You've been undisputed now in 2 weight classes. This would give you undisputed championship in a 3rd weight class. But not just that, you know you're fighting an all-time great, and you know that the credit's gonna go to you if you beat a guy like Canelo Alvarez at 168. Is that why you want it?
Well, when I beat him.
When you beat him.
Definitely. You know, the stakes is high. You know, it's high risk, high reward type of fight, and I'm looking forward to it.
When would you say, from memory, that you first thought this fight was a real possibility, that you started thinking about this fight actually happening?
Well, I started thinking about it, you know, a couple of years ago when they started talking about Spence fighting Canelo. Then just, you know, sizing him up, like, all right, how tall is he? You know, how long his arms and things like that. Just sizing him up like that and going to his fights and things like that. And when you walk out the ring, I'm looking at him like, oh, that big. You know, so me talking with Turkey and Turkey not wanting to fight. And me like, yeah, this is the fight that I want, being that, you know, he's the last great fighter of our era. You know, that's just like, you know what I mean, me fighting a Pacquiao, a Mayweather, De La Hoya, and things like that. So that's why I wanted to fight.
Crawford stayed calm through it all, collected, focused, and using that shove as pure fuel. He didn't flinch. He didn't fold. If anything, it sparked something in him. What looked like disrespect to the world, Crawford saw as a challenge, a warning shot. But instead of backing down, Bud's treating it like fuel to the fire. So, what does this really mean for Terence "Bud" Crawford? This isn't just a jump in weight, it's a leap into the lion's den. Canelo's been fighting killers at 168 and even 175. His power hits different. Just ask Caleb Plant, Billy Joe Saunders, or Sergey Kovalev.
People that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov is a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything.
Crawford, on the other hand, started at 135 pounds. Let that sink in. He's moving up 3 full divisions from his lightweight days.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence "Bud" Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3, and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
A lot of pros are concerned. Some are asking what happens when Crawford takes a clean Canelo shot to the ribs or the chin. This isn't Spence. This isn't Porter. This is Canelo, the face of Mexican boxing with knockout power in both hands.
That's my biggest concern when it comes to Terence "Bud" Crawford, when people, for some reason, keep mistakenly comparing him to Floyd Mayweather when it comes to being an elusive fighter. Terence Crawford and Boots Ennis has a similar approach to boxing. They are boxer punchers, and it's because Terence Crawford was too big and too strong for most of the opponents. He was too athletic, too. Foot speed, hand speed, just too accurate. Physically, probably the best athlete in the boxing world. He does the same thing, which is why he's been dropped, which is why he's been rocked, which is why he gets hit a lot with consecutive punches. You saw him against Madrigal, you saw him against David Hamid. You saw the type of punches he was getting landed on from Showtime Sean Porter, right? Because he's used to bullying cats. And that's what I'm concerned about with him versus Canelo Alvarez.
But the real question is, will Bud's skill and IQ translate to 168, or will the weight finally be too much?
Terence Crawford has had one fight above 147 pounds, and everyone, including Terence Crawford, will tell you that was not his finest performance against Israel Madrimov. He is older than Canelo. He is coming up in weight. He is coming off a long layoff. I can't look at Canelo Williams' school and say, you know what? Canelo is too far in a decline to beat Terence Crawford. Not until I've seen what Terence Crawford looks like at 168 pounds.
No, same here. And even though we could see Canelo Alvarez diminishing, we're still going to favor him because he's been in there with the bigger, stronger men. Crawford's not going to be able to hurt him. Crawford will be able to pepper him up, win rounds. Like I tell you, I have an image of Canelo Alvarez after the fight. He's going to be bloodied and bruised because he's going to get pot shot. He's going to throw 2-3 punches, pepper him up, and then get an angle. Then once Canelo starts realizing I'm falling behind here or I'm getting hit too much, I gotta do something great, that's when Crawford's gonna have to get on his.
The pressure's on. Canelo's dominance at 168 has been unchallenged. But this isn't William Skull. This isn't Ryder. This is Terence Crawford, the most accurate, tactical, and vicious switch hitter in boxing today. And Canelo's last few fights? Not impressive. He's still elite, but he's slowing down. Crawford sees it. That's why he took the fight. Now.
Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo. Or you really think that he's gonna knock out Crawford? I would pick Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't gonna tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight. So
live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
And that punch at the airport might have been the clearest sign yet. Canelo knows Bud's coming for the throne.
I always try to respect my opponents, and I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, you need to do something. And he did. He did. And now, before I respect his word because he say, oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do. And he did. So, but you know me. I respect everybody, but if you with me, so it's gonna be different.
Terence, is that true? Did Turki Al-Ashi ask you to spice things up?
Turkey didn't ask me to do nothing. I didn't touch him.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of.
Hey, I never say that. Your uncle say that, not me.
I ain't scared of shit, and you're gonna find that out. As you seen, the last press conference.
We'll see.
When I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September.
This is a bad look for Canelo. People are accusing him of being rattled, of losing his composure, of finally realizing that Terence Crawford might actually beat him.
I don't gotta knock him out to beat him. He's never been knocked out before, but he lost fights before. So everybody, that's coming in thinking that I need a knockout to beat Canelo Alvarez is wrong. And that's not the approach that, we take in this fight. If the knockout comes, then it comes. but we're not going in there to knock him out. We're not looking for the knockout.
Terence, you've said if you win, you feel you're on the Mount Rushmore.
I didn't say if I win.
Okay.
I said when I win. Yeah.
Well, with that, you know, what is Terence Crawford's legacy with a win over Canelo?
Listen, I already said it. I'm on that mountain. Ain't nothing left to say.
Live only on DAZN, June 28th. Jake Paul versus Chavez Jr. Buy now at DAZN.com/boxing.
Bud, on the other hand, just became more dangerous. Taking a punch outside the ring and not backing down, that's mental warfare 101. That's alpha energy. That's I'm not scared of you behavior.
I can say a lot of negative things about Canelo's resume, but I won't. You know, I wanna, you know, pay homage to the fighters that he fought. And if he don't wanna pay homage to the fighters I fought, if he think they nobodies, then come fight time, then I wonder what they're gonna say after I beat him.
When he pushed you, I know you've gained weight. You look actually a lot bigger. When he like gave you like a half shove, like how is like that size feeling now?
Listen, that wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? Like that little push didn't do nothing, as you can see. But come fight time, we're not gonna be pushed.
So that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next one.